It's time now for the Peter Channel sign-off news on this late Wednesday night, 10th August 2016, and just before the Peter Channel signs off for the night. Summary of the late night news and odds on this late Wednesday night. I am Peter Wiggins and I have news and odds at 11:40 p.m. Top story is a U.S. Secret Service official confirms to CNN that the U.S. has spoke to the Trump campaign regarding the Second Amendment comments. In a Denver police report released on Wednesday, the Department of Justice details the ways in which the Baltimore Police Department has violated the rights of the people its officers are sworn to protect. A 20-year-old Virginia man scaling Trump Tower in Midtown Manhattan with a section of cuffs and straps Wednesday was safely pulled to the window by a police attendant in several hours, sent that got him to the 21st floor and on the television screens. Washington newly released emails by Hillary Clinton's tenure as the Secretary of State raised questions about the nature of the department's relationship with the Clinton Foundation. Los Angeles has serial killer known as Grim Sleeper was sentenced to death Wednesday for the murders of 9 women and a teenage girl that went unsolved for years as the body count grew in a poor section of Los Angeles on the body of this garage. Libyan forces allied with the UN-backed government fired a rocket at Islamic State fighters in Syria last week. And many as 5,000 people are being evacuated Wednesday from the French town of Vittoria to escape one of the several wildfires blazing across the southern France. Matrice Stanley, sister of Donald Thompson, was fatally shot by Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies in Compton, California, claimed filed a death of a man killed a deputy. For an Arkansas sheriff, the death of a veteran deputy and the near death of the police chief authority responded to the call on Wednesday drove a home in a message that he openly criticized the public consciences. In order to support remotely piloted aircraft missions around the world, every RPA combat air patrol requires the dedication of to an airman in various capacities. Hong Kong, Asian sheriffs spawned on Tuesday, Thursday, reversing recent gains spawned by losses of the Wall Street Fund regional currencies was after Beijing let the Chinese yuan strengthen them to mark the 1-year anniversary of the landmark devaluation. Lion Pharmaceuticals International, subject to criminal report by its federal prosecutors, are investigating whether the drug maker defrauded insurers by hiding its staff in a mail-order pharmacy that Wall Street Journal said on Wednesday. Chesapeake Energy Corporation agreed to give away its Barrett Shale holdings to a private equity-backed operator, exiting birthplace of the shale revolution to escape almost $2 billion in one of its pipeline contracts. When it comes to ancient human migration, is all the time. The scientists standing in a corridor that could have allowed the ancient American settlers past the glaciers that separated Alaska from the rest of the continent might not have been viable. Researchers have finished an 8-year study of the most infamous Portuguese history of science, the fake human ancestor, Piltdown Man. The menopause of puzzle biology why with the female of a species to produce the halfway far to life, when natural selective favors characteristics that help an individual gene survive. Sticking to the current special lines, including the locally reported widespread drinking water contamination based on a study out of Harvard University, the Louisville Water Company said no chemical fears locally in Louisville, Kentucky. The Obama administration has denied a bid by two Democratic governments to reconsider how it treats marijuana under federal drug control laws, keeping the drug for now, leading in the most restricted category of the U.S. Washington was a could too much weight be bad for the brain as well as the belly? New research suggests that being overweight obese may trigger premature aging in the middle-aged brain. Eminent Virginians Donald Trump said with coal miners on Wednesday they promised to put them back to work, seeking to strengthen it as an appeal for parts of the country hit hard by natural gas booming and shift away from their dirty fossil fuels. The Walmart bombs have spoken in their predicament and Hillary Clinton to win the White House in November. That was the country's being trained women brought together in Columbus, Ohio, Phoenix, Arizona on a Tuesday night for the focus group. Dallas County Democrats enjoyed the Chesapeake Vice President nominee Tim Kaine on Wednesday, even though Hillary Clinton was with Kaine at Gloria's restaurant in Oak Cliff. She was still on the support of Chris Farrell's mind. Alright, looking at some local news. Bentham, Lennox, Miranda Alves, known diversity and what it means to work hard and succeed in ways she never thought possible. And so there was a visual condition with the Renfrew resident and Bridgewater State University junior had traveled early this year to one of the poorest spots in America to work with the young students. Alves trained one another. Bridgewater State University students visited Red Cloud Indian School last March on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota Badlands. The reservation home to the Ocala, Lakota tribe, and West Plains of the southwest corner of the state is bigger than the Banana and Delaware combined, but there's little way to the opportunity still Al said the Red Cloud students preserve. Oh mercy, the feel like temperature could climb to 7 degrees Thursday, some forecasters say. As we will have the weather come up in a little bit. Falkburg. Selectmen voted Tuesday to extend the curfew on Canadian Chelsea corpses on August 26 and 27 to let in, but not without extensive debate in what appears to be a running and increasingly divisive issue before the board. Falkburg. Sometimes the best intentions can go wrong. Not forever. Selectman Paul Willen is no fan of Canadian geese, but he ain't seen what's happening to them in Falls Pond as he comes to the rescue of a tangled goose. Rentham, the town's outdoor watering restrictions have been eased, but it's never to do with Wednesday's rain. Well, but residents will soon get a chance to learn more about a proposed municipal government complex. Boston, the Governor's Council unanimously confirmed on Wednesday the final. The third and final Republican Governor Charlie Baker's nominee to fill vacancies on the state task force apparently rejected criticism from a state lawmaker who challenged Kimberly Budd's views on sex offenders and granted a driver's license to people in the U.S. illegally. Bud occurred Supreme Court judge of the former federal prosecutor taking place as an extradition justice on the Supreme Judicial Court and in the fall, along with the two other judges of Frank Gaziano and David Larry, whose nominations also won unanimous approval from the 8-member elected board. Representative Sean O'Connell, conservative Republican from Taunton, argued last week that Bud's nomination should be withdrawn and voted because what O'Connell described as determined biased comments made in response to the questions based on councilors during a confirmation hearing. Peter Chellen News Times now 11:46 on this late. When's that? Take a look at New England Insults in Model, Massachusetts. About 9 minutes ago, armed robbery at 455 Linden Street at Linden Convenience Store robbed at gunpoint looking for a red SUV that fled Linden Street towards Route 1. Peter Chellen News Time 11:46. It's time now for a traffic and transit report on this late. When's that? Let's study off in the MBTA. Where on the MBTA commuter rail, Worcester Line train 5:35, 9:35 p.m. South Station operated 10:50 minutes late between Newtonville Station and Worcester Union Station. Rockwood train 120, 10:30 p.m. and departed. Rockwood is operating 10:50 minutes late between Rockwood and North Station due to the switch problem. And on the subway and the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, take a look at the highways and byways of New England on this late Wednesday night. But let's have it in New York, where the Midtown Tunnel is still on both ends. Belt Parkway, westbound side, back down on Brooklyn stretch. Lawrence Expressway, westbound side, Lewis Rand. Grand Parkway in the Queens. Lincoln Tunnel on the westbound side, it is backed up. 95 on the southbound side is sloping into the Shell stretch. 95 on the northbound side is back to the Stepford stretch and hits break again for favorable little Bridgeport. 95 on the southbound side also after the Bridgeport stretch. Bear Parkway eastbound side is backed up between Newark and Bridgeport. 84 westbound side is backed up in Hartford stretch. 395 on the northbound side is backed up in the Killen Lane stretch. Out in western Massachusetts, 991 at the northbound side, Little Store and Chicopee stretch. 91 on the southbound side back to the northbound stretch. And Mass Park in the eastbound side, Little Store and 290, 395 on the northern stretch. Southern Expressway, the southbound side backed up at the Pike in Dorchester. Mass Park in the eastbound side, Little Store, Logan Airport. Route 1 on the northbound side back to the Revere stretch. Up in Northern New England, spotted Turnpike on the southbound side, Little Store on Rochester stretch. 295 on the southbound side back to Brunswick headed towards Freeport. 89 on the southbound side is backed up around the Maryland stretch after 189 and 89 and 91 around the game border. It's looking good as soon as I-87, but Route 59 on the northbound side, Little Store up in Southern Quebec headed towards Montreal. Peter Chellen News Time is now 11:48 on this late Wednesday night. Take a look at the weather report, and tomorrow it is going to be dangerously hot around the region. So, if you're going to go out, take it easy. Drink plenty of fluids and watch your health and check on elderly and your neighbors. Because it is going to be a hot one in store. Okay, we're under a heat advisory effect from noon to 7 p.m. tomorrow as locations north central to northeast Connecticut, northern Rhode Island, and Massachusetts, and Connecticut Valley to the east coast and except for the south coast. Cape County and heat index values around 100 degrees from the combination as the mid-90s and 2 points of the lower 70s. Time on Thursday afternoon, early evening, it says that the heat may lead to heat-related illnesses. A heat advisory means that a period of hot temperatures is expected. A combination of hot temperatures and high humidity will combine to create a situation in which heat illnesses are possible. Drink plenty of fluids, drain air conditioning to the room, stay out of sunshine, and check out our relatives and neighbors. Take extra precautions when you're working and spend time outside when Possible rescheduled stress activities for early morning and evening noon. Signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and need to wear lightweight and low spinning clothing when possible and drink plenty of water. Reduce risk during outdoor work. The Occupation Safety and Health Administration recommends schedule frequent rest breaks in the shaded air conditioned environments. Anyone who can by heat should be moved to a call on shaded location. Heat stroke emergency call 911. Day 1 day tonight. Oh, but day 2 for 7 Thursday to Tuesday. Heat environments and Friday for Saturday. Hot and very humid weather expected during the heat index values of 105 especially during the afternoon. Heat index values excessive heat watches warnings to be needed. Friday for Monday, Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms are expected to release local heavy rain for all times. Despite a current drought, there will be a risk for localized urban flood with the highest risk for this weekend. In addition, there will be some risk of the strongest thunderstorms over this period, but confidence in timing is low. Alright, take a look at a 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For overnight, we're getting some areas of pocket at 1 a.m. wise. Most gusts got about 73 degrees and light southwest wind. For Thursday, it is possible for 9 a.m. wise. Most gusts got a great becoming sunny sky at 93 degrees. Heat index values as high as 102 winds, wind about 5 miles an hour. For Thursday night, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms up between 2 and 3 a.m. Punch fog after 5 a.m. wise. Increased sky at about 73 degrees. Southwest about 5 miles an hour. Chance of 20%. Friday, chance of showers and thunderstorms maybe after 1 p.m. So produce heavy rain. Punch fog before 7 a.m. wise. Most gusts go up about 98 degrees. Southwest about 8 to 11 miles an hour. Gusts high 23 miles an hour. Chance of is 30%. New rain amount to the top quarter day time about possible thunderstorms for Friday night. Check the chance of thunderstorms may before 11 p.m. Thunderstorms produce every rain. Most gusts got about 75 degrees. Southwest about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of is 30%. For Saturday, check the chance of thunderstorms may after 10 a.m. Thunderstorms produce every rain. Most gusts got about 92 about 72 degrees. Chance of is 45%. For Sunday, at 55%, check the chance of thunderstorms. Thunderstorms like possibly at thunderstorms about 2 p.m. Have at 83 about 67 degrees. Chance of is 55%. For Monday, at 35%, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Thunderstorms produce every rain. Most gusts got about 64 degrees and chance of 35%. Tuesday, check the showers. Punch to the most gusts got about 80 about 64 degrees. Chance of 30%. And for Wednesday, punch got about 80 degrees. Currently in North Near, it is overcast skies. It is a 75-degree night. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel. Sign off new to this late one night, 10th of August 2016. Good night. See you tomorrow morning. Good night. Right now, time out. It's 8 minutes to midnight on this late one night. Peter Channel will be closing down for the night. This is Peter's Opium. Good night. And see you tomorrow morning. Good night.